week on Chill Spot, we explore our athletic prowess as we get to know Christopher Blythe, Chairman and CEO of Sarifa Insurance Brokers. And then later, we'll indulge in the delectable food and good vibes at Ribby's Ultra Lounge. So don't go anywhere, lots more after this. Hey guys, welcome back. We're here at Sarifa Insurance Brokers where we're gonna head inside to have a quick chat with Chris before heading to his chill spot. Follow me. Hi Chris.
Welcome to Sarifa.
Good to see you.
Come on in.
Very excited to see what you guys do here. So what are we gonna be doing today?
Well, there's a few things to wrap up and then we're just gonna head to the boardroom.
Okay, fantastic. But this is your entity. You own this.
Right, this is my baby.
Okay, well I'm excited.
So welcome to our offices.
All right, thanks. So first things first, Chris, tell us a little about Sarifa. What do you guys do?
Well, Sarifa, we provide insurance services for general insurance, which includes like motor, property, liability, marine, aviation, transport, accident, and we also provide insurance for employee benefits, including health and life.
Right. Okay, so is this something you always knew you wanted to go into? I know I read that your father was in this industry as well. Did that have anything to do with you going into it?
To be honest with you, I always view myself as a techie type of person. My first company was in the e-commerce business.
What was that?
That was Scoobit.com, where I rented textbooks to college students in the US. So my passion has always been in the e-commerce space. So insurance, my background initially was finance. I worked with my father in investment banking for a little over a year before I moved back to the US. And that is when I started Scoobit, which I did for 5 years.
Scoobit rented textbooks.
Right.
Was it used textbooks? What was that like? Tell me a little about that.
Well, it was both used and new. We had quite a few suppliers that we worked with, and we would rent textbooks to college students right across the US.
And that was a successful business that you had?
We did it for 5 years.
Oh, absolutely. Congratulations. All right, so tell me what your typical day is like. When you come in the mornings, what's the first thing you do? Do you have coffee? You just head straight to work? What is it?
Well, my typical day, I usually get up, I try to eat breakfast every day. I have to have,
better than me.
Right, I have to have something warm in the morning, whether it's tea or coffee. I'm more a tea person, but breakfast is very important for me. So I always ensure that I have breakfast in the morning. So after breakfast, I come down to the office. I usually go through the news, whether it's the Glean or the Observer, and I'll read through my international news, whether it's like Forbes, I look at TechCrunch. So I try to get my new stuff early out and then head straight into the business.
What is the best part about being an entrepreneur?
Well, for me, it's the uncertainty. A lot of people prefer the stability, but well, for me, I like to disrupt industries, and that is why, like as I said, that is why I got into insurance. My father has been in it for over 30 years, and just looking back on the insurance industry in Jamaica, I thought it was a little bit archaic in terms of how, the transact insurance business out here, and that is how I saw an opportunity to enter the insurance industry and to disrupt it. So that is how we kind of view Sarifa, we kind of view ourselves as a technology-driven company, as just instead of a regular insurance brokerage.
What has been your proudest moment so far, with Sarifa or otherwise?
I'd probably say when I just started Scoobit, to be honest with you. In the early days, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know much about the textbook industry. We were supposed to launch by mid-August. I had everything lined up, PR, everything. I did an interview with Fox in Florida. They shot the interview probably like the first week in August, and they said it would air towards the end of August. And by that time, I thought Scoobit would be ready. Of course, the e-commerce wasn't ready as yet. Scoobit wasn't ready. So the interview aired. People went to the website and weren't ready to rent textbooks.
Oh, wow.
And this was hundreds of people that were going to the website, and the website was up but it wasn't functional. So a lot of people would call, and it was the biggest headache.
Right.
Things eventually got off the ground, and I think my proudest moment was when I got my first customer. that was my proudest moment. At least people saw the value.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have to say I was a Scoobit customer as well.
Oh, thanks.
When I was in college, I did.
So we got a lot of good reviews because we saved students a lot of money.
Definitely.
So we know that we helped out a lot of college students in the US, and we had students from all campuses. One of our biggest markets were actually in California. We had quite a few students in California. We had quite a few in New York as well. But it was spread all over. We had Idaho, we had Ohio, we had Iowa.
Right. Naturally. All right. So obviously you're a very busy man. Why is it important for you to take time out and balance your work and the rest of your life?
Well, balance is very critical. When I started my first venture, there was really not much of a balance. And
it was all work, no play?
It was all work. Because the thing is, I had outsourced my development to developers in India, and I kind of managed the team. So I had to be up until 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And customers were calling from 9 o'clock in the morning. So there wasn't really much sleep. And even though I got some help, it was still right around the clock for me.
Right.
So there was not much balance, especially in the first year for Scoobit. And I kind of learned from that. And with Sarifa now, I try to ensure that I balance my time. I have a very good team in place, and I leave a lot of the stuff to the team.
How do you see Sarifa growing? What's the plans for the future?
As I said, we kind of view ourselves technology driven. One of the things we kind of want to position ourselves outside of Jamaica. And the first markets we're looking to enter is in the US. We're working on an e-commerce platform now, and we're hoping to go live with that very soon, which will allow customers to actually purchase auto insurance online. We're trying to get some traction in the Jamaican market and hopefully branch off into the US. So that's where the big market is.
That's very interesting. Congratulations on that. And do you work crazy hours? Is this a regular, typical 9 to 5? What is it like for you?
To be honest with you, when I just started, it was crazy hours.
Naturally.
So we had to get a lot of stuff in place, put in the right systems, getting a team coordinated. So as I said, the first 3 to 4 months were very hectic. I'd be here probably 8, 9 o'clock.
You'd leave work at 8, 9 o'clock?
I'd leave work at 8, 9 o'clock. But as it is now, things are a little bit better. I'm usually here probably till like 6.
Okay. Good when you have a nice stable business, eh?
Right.
Alright, so what are we going to be doing today?
Well, today we're going to head over to Football Factory. I'm going to play some football so you can watch.
Definitely not playing football.
Definitely
right.
You'll be able to watch my football skills. And then after Football Factory, we'll have a drink at Ribby's. That's where usually chill out after I play football.
Alright, well, fabulous. Well, let's go.
Okay.
I can know you do.
See again. I'm really loving the vibes here at the Football Factory. It's kind of very unique setup. So tell me about it.
Well, I mean, Football Factory, as you see, they have 3 fields. All the fields are turf.
Right.
The good thing about the factory is that you have the lights, so you can play up until 10, 11 o'clock at night, which is really convenient for me, especially when you're working late. You can always come out here at 7, 8 o'clock and get a game.
So how does it work? Is there a membership fee? Is it monthly, yearly?
It's similar to like a gym membership. What you would do, you'd pay a yearly membership fee, and then every time you book a field, you'd pay for the hour.
So how often do you play here?
I try to play at least 2 times for the week.
And it's you and all of your friends that come? How do the teams work? Do you have to organize the teams, or are the teams already?
Well, actually, we have a set group of players. We have a team that comes out at least twice a week. So every time we come out, we know exactly who we're playing with.
So they often have tournaments here?
They have tournaments at least once a year. The last tournament I believe was a couple months ago.
That you participated in and won?
We participated in the tournament. We went to the finals. Unfortunately, we lost.
Oh no! Well, hopefully today you will win. So
yes.
I'm expecting to see a lot of goals. Remember?
Well, we have a good track record for our team. So.
How did you get started in football? How long have you been playing?
I was playing for Peter and Paul when I was probably like 7
So
or
I
8.
take it you're like a pro, right? So I expect a couple goals from you today for sure.
Well, I play forward, so you should expect at least a goal or 2.
Okay, well, I want you to score at least 3 goals for Business Access and Chills Fund.
I'll try my best.
As it relates to football though, why football and not any other sport?
I've been watching football as far as I can remember. I mean, yeah, I remember watching the World Cup as a child growing up, so I was always fascinated with football. I always watched the English Premier League.
And you've always been on the team for your school. Did you
been-
play up to the college level?
Well, I went to University of Miami. They didn't actually have a college team. What we had was like intramural
Right.
teams. But I played from Peter and Paul. I played at St. George's College.
Oh, fantastic. All right, well, with no further ado, I'm ready to see the goals. So you better win.
Of course.
Go, Chris!
Welcome to Ribbies. So Candy, this is Nicholas.
Hi, Nicholas. Nice to meet you.
He's also a director of Sarifa Insurance.
Oh,
Brokers.
okay. Fabulous. Okay, so you've brought us here to Ribbies. What is it about here that makes it your ultimate chill spot?
Well, I mean, I like the atmosphere. I mean, a lot of my friends come here. I like the food as well. And I think it's just a nice vibe, a nice laid-back vibe. So that's why I like coming here.
All right, so what do you normally order when you come?
I normally get like the chicken quesadilla.
So Nicholas, what do you normally order?
I like most of the offerings here. I like to switch it up and try different stuff. So once I tried the curry goat one time and it was really good.
That's it, you've never left.
Never left the curry goat one time since I came here.
Perfect. Well, all this talk about food is making me really hungry, so let's order.
Alright.
All right, so I'm gonna be having the chicken Alfredo.
Chicken?
Yes. Spicy, yes.
Anything to drink?
Water is fine.
I'll get the curry goat one time, the 6 piece.
Okay.
Stacy, you know my regular already. Chicken quesadilla.
Sure. Anything to think about?
Bottled water for now.
No problem.
All right.
That's it?
Yeah, but that's
the
it.
order?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
So let's talk a little bit about the game at the Football Factory. You guys won.
That's-
Congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
is that something that always happens? Your team is the winning team?
That's the usual occurrence. I mean, we always win.
So you play football too? You play against each other?
Every Tuesday and Thursday. That's not how you set up.
So you scored 2 goals tonight.
Like, you know, I'm going to come do this after, so I make sure the sports team can set up.
All right, so I know you've told us a little bit about your educational background and your journey to your career now, but what was it like growing up? What was it? Do you have any siblings?
Well, I have a younger sister. She's a lawyer in New York, and I also have an older brother. He's actually the user experience manager at Google.
So you guys were born and raised in Kingston?
We're born and raised in Kingston, and we're very close because we're both 3 years apart. My brother is 3 years old and my sister is 3 years younger.
So where did you guys go to school?
We all went to St. Peter and Paul.
That's prep school?
Prep school, right. And for high school, I went to St. George's College. My other siblings went to Campion College. For college, I went to University of Miami.
Okay.
My sister, she went to George Washington University. And my brother, he went to Rochester Institute of Technology.
You guys are all very well schooled. So how do you know Nicholas?
Nicholas is actually my cousin.
Oh,
actually
yes,
we grew up together. Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I went to Peter and Paul with him and then Campion.
So outside of these things, what else do you like to do? Music, movies?
Well, I like music. I watch a lot of movies. I like to go to the country, I like to travel, I like to experience different things. I don't party as much. Of course, you know, I used to put on the Port Royal Music Festival, so I was in events before.
So I just want to get into a little bit about your personal life. Are you dating right now?
I am currently dating.
All right, so what do you and your girlfriend do? Assuming it's a girlfriend and not a fiance.
So fiance. Jamaica's most eligible to off the market.
So where do you guys hang out? What do you do?
I like to go to the country and we like to travel a lot. So, and when I'm in Kingston, we go to restaurants and we like to watch movies.
So is Nicholas right? Is marriage on the horizon for you?
Well, I do want to start a family. Right now, my business is really the main focus, but I definitely want to start a family eventually.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us here, Chris. I've really enjoyed, especially the food here. The vibe is great, the ambiance is great. So thank you so much for inviting Business Access TV and Chill Spot.
All right, and thanks for coming.
Great. Scoring goals and getting to know Christopher Blythe, Chairman and CEO of Sarifa Insurance Brokers, was how we chilled this week. I had an amazing time at Ribby's and at the Football Factory, and I know your guys' experience will be the same, so make sure you check them out. Until next time, I'm Candy for Chill Spot. Bye! Come on, my smile hurt me.
Like some more food, man. Something with that. Something with that.
because I need all the bloopers I can get.
I remember watching the 1990 World Cup.
1990?
I'm actually
Dating yourself there.
All right, let me come back. 1990.
No man, say 1990. Oh God. Worst cameraman, worst. I'm just kidding. They're all really good. I really admire all of the videographers at Business Access TV because they're all fantastic, except for Neville.